Here we go. Here we go. Late night dinner. What's up, everybody? Late night dinner. Late night meaning 10:20 p.m. Where's all the peeps at? Nobody's chatting. Highest month, January. 21% month on month. Come on. Bye-bye. Sit down. Beef, rice, and egg. Let's see. I am driving right now, so a bit Oh, okay. No, I guess they went to a pool tournament tonight. Army guy went to the trivia, but I think he ended up leaving too. So for me, I only like to go to the trivia when everybody else is there, so I can kick everybody's ass. But I won't go there by myself. Yeah, I thought everyone was gonna go to trivia night because I was like, okay, you know what? I met up with Army Guy today, and then we were gonna have trivia. Which I thought tonight. I declined on renting a scooter earlier today because I was like, no, you know what? I got to meet up with Army Guy. We're gonna do trivia. I don't want to rent the scooter and just basically have it sit overnight. So I said, nah, I'll skip on it. But I probably should have, and then I could have went over somewhere else for dinner tonight. How do you feel? I feel perfectly fine. Dale didn't go. Dale didn't even uh, send me a message to like trivia was like 15 minutes away. No, it's almost time for Chinese New Year. What's up, Earlski? Drink some water. Oh, Iran. Very nice. I think I've had maybe 3 viewers that I've ever seen from Iran. So I got the beef, rice, vegetables, and added an egg to it. But yeah, it is almost Tet. I mean, I think technically some places are already off for Tet. Ah, voice chat, very nice. Whenever I do anything, I practically use voice chat. I rarely type. I bet 95%, if not more, I use voice chat for everything: text messages, WhatsApp messages. When I talk to Bing, the AI co-pilot, I always use that. It's a million percent better. You can literally type, I don't know what, 30 words maybe in a quick message, and that's going to take you, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. I could type 2 paragraphs just by speaking it in 10 seconds. And it usually gets it pretty good. It's usually 95, 98% accurate. Yeah, man, you must have not been here. I've already done, I don't know, let's see. Fluffy left about... Shoot, when did she leave? I think she left on the 7th or 8th, I think it was. Was it the 7th or 8th? And I think I've done. I did a live stream earlier today. So this is my second live stream of the day. I do less live streams when Fluffy's not here. But it is funny whenever the people come out and they'll be like, you don't do any live streams. And it's usually like the day that I've done like 2 or 3, or the week that I've done a bunch. So let's take a look. Let's see. I did one 5 hours ago. I did one 22 hours ago. I did one 2 days ago. I did one 3 days ago. 5 days ago. 6 days ago. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6 in 6 days. So still averaging 1. Do the people there... I'm not sure, but a lot of people leave this city and they go back to their home city. Very nice, very nice. I wasn't hungry when I came here, but I'm starting to get pretty hungry now. Oh, come on. Perfect timing. As soon as I said that. There we go. Eggs, or egg, rice, carrot, and beef. There we go. I can already tell this sucker's gonna explode. Let's see if we can try to... If I can get this soy on there and move this egg without it exploding. You guys get it? Not exploding, but exploding. Let's see. There we go. I run my own quiz company in the UK. Oh, very nice. Work related again, but Fluffy messed up. She was only supposed to be gone for, I don't know, 7 or 10 days, and Fluffy completely blew it. I found out yesterday. She goes, oh, I gotta do my visa tomorrow. And I said, Fluffy, it's TET. It takes 4 business days to get approved. Everything's gonna be shut down tomorrow. They're not even gonna see it until end of February. I said, you're not even getting your visa approved till March. So Fluffy dropped the ball big time on that one. Stream seat. I'm shut down. I don't know what that means. What do you mean sat down? I try to mix this. So you guys are going to be like, oh, I didn't get to see it, but I always do a mix. What's up, Army guy? I'm just trying to prepare this food from earlier. It's going to explode. It's going to explode. It's going to go. Watch. You guys ready? I hope I don't shoot it all over, but watch. It's going to go. It's going to go. Let's see. Let's see. You ready? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. Can you see it? Look. You guys think is it going to explode or no? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't explode, but it leaked. There it goes. It didn't explode, but it leaked. Buy one. What did you say now, Philip? Something about your stream got shut down? I don't know what you mean. Not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean by that, Philip. You making me hungry? Man, you guys always, every time you guys see me eat my dinner, you guys always say, oh, yeah, I'm getting so hungry. What do you guys think about that thumbnail? I think that thumbnail is pretty damn, look at that. Isn't that pretty good? What do you guys think? I'm happy with that thumbnail. With your music? Wait, Philip. Your YouTube channel? So I get those violations all the time, but you just go back and you hit the pull, what's it called? The pull the music out of, no, it's called trim music out of the segment. And that's how you edit it. So that's how you edit it. Now I gotta cook me some eggs. She didn't get 90-day stay this time. She didn't even get any visa this time because remember she left twice so quick. Philippines visas, they get 20 days free, no visa. And since she was just coming here for like 12 days or 8 days and then going back, there was no point for her to get the visa that time. But now she's done in the Philippines now, but she's trying to apply for a visa when it's TET. That's the problem in the Philippines right now. Let's try to get you guys a better setup. There we go. That's so you guys see I eat with 2 spoons. They don't have my spicy peppers here, but I don't understand, Philip. I get almost every live stream, I get a copyright every single time. The next day or whenever it notifies me, hey, you have a copyright. Let me see. After I eat, I'll show you. But all you do is go in there and it'll say trim out the music segment, and all you do is you just hit that and that's it. But I've never heard of anyone getting in trouble for the copyright, as far as without stealing it on purpose and trying to play it. That's why I'd rather have multiple entries. It wouldn't have mattered in this case because Fluffy's original visa would have been expiring during TET anyways, because remember, she came back, I think in January-ish. So hers would have been expiring during TET anyways. I mean, the only problem is Fluffy just waited till the last day. That's her problem. I blame her 100%. That's not the government's fault. That's not, oh, you should have got a multiple entry. That's the issue of you just didn't pay attention. That's just straight Fluffy's fault right there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you, Philip, man. That's bad. I've run into like YouTubers and I've never heard anyone get banned for that. Especially like a guy that doesn't even like either monetize or on the verge of that. Like, that's crazy. No, but what I don't understand is you're not supposed to get in trouble. What they're supposed to do is on your live stream the next day they say, hey, you had copyright. And then all you do is go into, oh, I know why. Because Philip doesn't have YouTube Studio. That's exactly why. So if you go into YouTube Studio, what happens is, like, I'll get a, look, you'll come in here and you see all these are green, right? All these are green. All these are green. Green money, green money, green money. If you ever get a copyright, this will be red. And then all you do is you come into here and like it would say music copyright right here, right? And then you come in here and it'll say trim out music segment. You hit it, trim out, okay, boom, done. That's it. Once you do that, you're done. It's over. There's no more anything. That's literally how long it takes. But you don't have YouTube Studio, so. Oh no, there's no sharing going on here. This is a single portionette palette. I just don't understand how you even got a suspension though. I get violations that I just fix the next day or so, but a suspension, I can't believe it. I mean, like I said, almost literally on every live stream, I almost always get a copyright. I don't understand what you mean you appealed it using ChatGPT. So I've never appealed anything. So I don't even know what stage you're at on that aspect. Now I've got violations that you just go back in on the video and you just trim out the segment or you mute the music. But I've never got a violation. And I've never had to appeal anything. There's nothing to appeal. Work up my nourishment. When people say, if they ask me, name a YouTube viewer that you would like to meet in person. I don't know why, but sometimes I think Mopor would be a good person to meet in person. I'm very interested to see what they would be like. Like, I've met a few viewers and a few people like that that were on the channel watching it before I met them. And some of them turn out to be like exactly what I thought they would be. Like whatever my brain thought, like, hey, XYZ is probably like this. And some of them surprised me. So, there's a few people that really kind of shocked me, but it's always curious. I have no clue what Mopor would be like in person. Yeah. So, if anything that Philip should be suspended for, it should be for changing his name so many times. There's been many times, at least 3 times that I can remember off the top of my head, where someone would come in and make a comment, and I'd be like, who the hell is this guy? And then, like, 5 minutes later, I find out it's Philip, and I'm like, what the hell? Because I remember him as... So, if I ever need to go look up Philip's channel, this is what I'll do. Because this, like, remember how I call Larry Native or Army Guy? I call Army Guy, I don't call him Justin. I'm used to people's name like that. So Philip, to me, if I go look up Philip, that's him right there. I could not tell you one other name of Phillips. I have no clue what other Phillips names have been in the past. Your shorts. But whenever Philip has a good one, that's when he changes it. Like, he was like the homeless guru. Like, that one's good. First, I don't think he should be using the word guru. But if he's going to use that, the homeless guru was the best one. Or, for you longtime subscribers, he should be the Zodiac guru. You should be the Zodiac guru. Homeless, that's not bad. But the only thing is, you look like that, but your channel wouldn't really be anything like that. So your name has to kind of match your channel's demographic, I guess. I don't know. To me, if you had to like sum up Philip's up. Well, how would you describe Philip? I would say he's a 13-year-old boy mentality wise in a 112-year-old body. No, but Philip's like a, to me, Philip reminds me of like those hippies from Berkeley or Walnut Creek, and they went to Woodstock, and like they just partied, and they were, what was the slogan back then? Like, make love, not war. That's Philip right there. That's what Philip is. Here, let's see some of Philip's shorts. Let's see some of Philip's AI shorts. First, let's see Philip right here. Let's see Philip right here. Wait. Oops. There's Philip right here. That's his regular shorts. But let's see his AI shorts. That's what I'm looking for. New meal? No, man, this is I've been eating this meal for basically 2 years. Where's Philip? There we go. Let's take a look at his AI shorts. Yeah, which one you guys want to see? Which one's funny? Oh, we gotta see this one. How come he's not giving us any insider info? Oh my god, what is this one? Oh, here's real Philip. There's Philip when he was back in the USA. He sold tamales.
Oh, they smell delicious. I'll take one, please.
Thank you so much. Enjoy. Fresh, authentic tamales.
Philip.
Fresh, authentic tamales.
Yeah. Philip has some moves. Yeah, I know. And they're calling you out, Philip. They're saying in the football one you didn't even. What did it say? In the football one, he didn't even kick the ball, Philip. How did you do that without kicking the ball? Philip. Philip is scared to come to Da Nang. I think I realized why. I realized he's scared to come to Da Nang because he'll realize it's better than Nha Trang. So he'll be disappointed or proven wrong. If any of you guys seen the live stream today with the lunch, Army guy took me out to lunch today, and we went to a Kazakh restaurant, and we were eating, and he ordered some dumplings, and like some people, some other customers were in there. One was a Russian lady, and the guy I think was from Kazakhstan. Kazakh. Well, where was he from? I think he was. But anyways, he told us Army guy, like, we had 6 of them. So Army guy ate the first one, I ate one, and then we like eat the second one, I eat the second one. And then the guy's like, oh, traditionally you're supposed to eat that all in one bite so that you get the liquid and the soup or whatever is inside. So then I go, Army guy, you do it first and then I'll go. So Army guy stuffs it in his mouth, and he can't do it. He's like, oh, I can't. And he like takes a bite and is able to like not do it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So then I stuff it in and I'm like, okay, cool, I got it. I start chewing it and I'm like, okay, it's finally chewing. And I'm like, at that point, when they do that little video, at that point he knew. That was like the pot sticker or the dumpling wouldn't go down. So I was choking, and I had literally was on live stream, and I got up and like there's like 4 people on the top floor where we were at, and they're just like looking at me, and I'm like, please do not let me die this way. So I was like trying to find a bathroom, I was trying to find something, there's nothing, and everybody's like just in shock staring at me, but I survived obviously since I'm doing this live stream. But for anybody that's interested in my near death experience, they can go watch the live stream from earlier today at the Kazakh restaurant. Yeah, Philip, you came to the conclusion that if you came out here, you would like it better. Oh, also, if you guys seen Army Guys live today, after I almost choked, I handed out 3 more of those yellow cards. So I don't have the red cards, I have the yellow ones, but we handed out 3 more of those. But supposedly someone told me you're not really technically supposed to send that or give that to people until like the 17th or something. So I don't know if that's true or not, but we gave away 3 last night and 3 today. So that's a 2-part question, Peter. I would say, did I pay? I would say it's a 2-part question. Now, if you were just going to live in Sun Tra and you aren't going to come to An Thuong, you might save a little bit and you might actually get a better apartment. But almost every single person I know, Army guy included, anybody that we know, the Dufresnes, everyone that lives in Sun Tra, they all end up coming back here, which means they either usually take a Grab or they rent a scooter. Most of them are taking Grabs. So let's say you save $100 a month on rent going over there, right? But then you spend $3 or $4 on Grab every day to come to this area. You're technically spending the same or more. So and here's how I describe Sun Tra. It is cheaper a little bit, especially for the rentals, and it's much. I think you get a little bit better quality apartment in Sun Tra. You get better quality, and it's slightly cheaper, but you lose the neighborhood. And if you need the neighborhood, you're gonna end up back down here. Now, if you're someone that's like, I'm never going down to An Thuong and I just gonna stay in my neighborhood, then you'll probably save a little bit of money. Sun Tra is less. I agree. I think Sun Tra is less expensive, and that's why I always tell people, like, literally to live in An Thuong, you're paying a premium for the neighborhood, because we don't get as good of apartments, in my opinion, and we pay more. But you literally can walk everywhere and everything's in your neighborhood. That's literally what you're paying. The difference of An Thuong to Sun Tra is that you're paying for the neighborhood 100%, no doubt. That's a perfect example. So that's Chris, I'm assuming. from the Dufresnes. They live in Sun Tra, and let's do my example that I went over there and I rented an apartment. I go, oh, cool. You know what? I saved 2.5 million. I saved $100. I saved $100 from moving over to Sun Tra. But look what he just said. He spends about $100 a month on cab to come over here, right? Or to wherever he goes. So that's the thing. Now, at the end of the day, let's say I moved over there to save the $100, but I'm throwing the $100 back over here to get back here every day. So you don't really save anything. Now, if you're going to stay over there and you're not going to come over here and you don't need this area, then yeah, I would say that area is a little bit nicer for apartments and a little bit cheaper. Well, it depends on what part of Sun Tra too, because we just did a in-person with Belle, and she's deep. I mean, she's all the way like where that last beach turnout is, right before you come up to the monkeys at that little fork in the intersection when you're going up towards the marina or the statue of Lady Buddha. So she's deep, and it takes like 15 minutes from my place to her place in a car. So it depends on where you're at in Sun Tra. Now, what I would say, if you guys are sold on Sun Tra and you don't want to spend too much money on transportation coming back and forth and stuff like that, I would stay right over there where the Sun Tra An Thuong border is. That's basically where the roundabout where Army Guy is. That's where at least I consider the border of An Thuong to Sun Tra in that area right there. I found it's not Da Nang I love, but it's An Thuong. I agree. I'm so glad that he said that. That's exactly my sentiment. I love that. I'm gonna pin that actually. Hold on. I hardly pin things, but there we go. I feel the same way. Look, let me read that again. After exploring a little of Sun Tra, I found it's not Da Nang I love, it's An Thuong. I couldn't agree with you better. That's exactly the way I would say it. I will probably start saying that from now on. So, An Thuong is its own city. It's not an act daily life over there. It doesn't exist. If you said, hey, where do you live? Oh, I live in An Thuong. And then you're like, oh, we got everything over here. I hang out here. That's why I rented. But on the flip side, in Sun Tra, if you ask them, hey, oh, you live in Sun Tra? And then it's like, oh, where do you go? Logged into the Wi-Fi, so I was on a nice 2-minute rant, but I don't know where you guys left off. But what I was saying is, the example is, we have friends over in Sun Tra, I don't know, 5 or 6 or so, and then we have friends over here in this neighborhood. But if you ask them, like, hey, you live in An Thuong, do you wake up and spend the majority of your time going from An Thuong over to Sun Tra? They'll be like, no. Everything's in An Thuong. We stay here. But on the flip side, if you ask a lot of our people in Sun Tra, you say, hey, man, where do you go for burgers? Or, hey, where do you go to get banana fritters? Or, hey, where do you go to get coconut ice cream? Or where do you hang out? And they'll be like, oh, no, we live over there, but we come and hang out at this cafe in An Thuong, and we go to this bakery over here. So, I mean, I think anyone's going to tell you An Thuong is the place for your daily life. If you want true Da Nang, yeah, I guess so. Now, I've always been in the boat that I believe, in my opinion, Da Nang, to me, is really 2 cities. It's Beachside, which should be called like Beach City or Beachside City, and then the Riverside. In my opinion, they're 2 different completely cities. They're still all called Da Nang, but in my opinion, they're 2 different cities. And I love the everyday lifestyle of An Thuong. So much that if you told me you have 2 choices, if you couldn't live in An Thuong, would you stay in Da Nang? I would seriously have to think about it. That's how much I love living in this area. that if someone said, hey, you can't, you're banned or you can't find anything at all in An Thuong, you're going to have to go to a different part of town. I don't know if I would stay in the city of Da Nang. That's how much I love it. Now, I love exploring. So it's kind of my tiered aspect. I love exploring. In the day, yeah, I can go wherever. If someone's like, hey, like me and Mark just discovered, at least I discovered with him, the new bank over there. And then we went to like a couple little places. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I love the daily aspect of here. So there we go. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I was just about to say something. But this neighborhood is for sure a huge, huge reason why I love the city of Da Nang. I do wonder if I would have stayed, because I remember when I came here for the first time, I was just like all the other travelers. Do I stay in Sun Tra or do I stay in An Thuong? And I watched YouTube videos on it. I read Facebook posts. I probably even posted Facebook, like, which area is better, An Thuong or this? And I chose An Thuong because it sounded more like what I was interested in. But if I would have stayed in Sun Tra my first time, I don't know if I would have loved and stayed in Da Nang as long. Maybe we would have went to Sun Tra and been like, oh, it's okay, it's all right. Like the hotel neighborhood we were at, that hotel neighborhood that we were at, if we would have stayed there for the 5 or 6 days that we stayed here in 2023 for the first time, we probably would have not came back to Da Nang and we would have stayed in Bangkok. If I live 5 on the 5th floor, yeah. So one thing that I can kind of tolerate, which I'm kind of glad about, I know, like, don't get me wrong, I would not want to be woken up every day, but I'm someone that wakes up easy. I'm a light sleeper anyways. So for me, I don't really get bothered by noise. Some people do, but I really don't. If I can't find an apartment in An Thuong, I'm heading to Nha Trang. Now, I can go with the first part of that question response. Like, if you don't find it in this area, I can understand you leaving. But I do not think Nha Trang is on the same level as Da Nang for many reasons. One, just eliminating it for me is just the whole visa run. Visa run, I mean, just by itself eliminates me even staying in Nha Trang long term. We were sort of working our way through coffee shops. We stayed in Sun Tra for a year, loved it. They wanted to try this side, and the place we live in works well for us, but I do like Sun Tra. Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. Speak of Mr. Nha Trang right there. Marcus, oh man, you changed your name. Or at least it's showing up different in here. What's up, buddy? Dalat is perfect in April. I just seen. So Philip raves about Dalat. I think I'm going to end up going to Vung Tau because of Coconut Man. And I think I'm going to end up going to Dalat because of Philip. But I seen they just closed down their airport. It says it's going to be closed down for like 6 months. So, I mean, I guess maybe Dalat's not this year for me. We came out here for Sun Tra after living in the popular area of Bangkok. We were excited about the local vibe. Marcus, Nha Trang is shit. Visa run is a 2-hour flight. But remember, flights we can't do. A flight would be destroying us. So we do $150 per person, right? So for me, it costs $150. For Fluffy, it costs a little less. I forgot. She doesn't have to pay for the Laos visa. So for both of us to do a bus visa run would be about $270 total. Now, if we flew out, 2 things. One, a round trip ticket to probably the cheapest place is going to be at least $150 minimum for both of us, or for each of us. So that's $300 in tickets, plus at least 4 days of accommodation. And I'm going to say at least $20 a night. So $380 maybe 400, plus you got the grab cost to get to the airport. So anyways, it's going to cost us $500 to do a visa run compared to the $270 that me and Fluffy do the bus visa run for. Mohammed, what's up, buddy? I think I'm a little bit behind, so let me catch up. Dalat looks awesome. See, Coconut Man loves Vung Tau. Philip loves Nha Trang. And the Dufresnes are on the opposite perspective. So for me, Nha Trang, I would recommend it, in my opinion, for 2 reasons. One, if you're going to stay way outside of, if you're going to stay in the equivalent to like the statue of Lady Buddha, to go farther out that way from the main city square, like Philip stays in the main city square, but the area that Marcus is in, if you can go up there and you can fit into that, it's a good area to go stay in if you don't need that An Thuong neighborhood like how we have here. Like I love that Nha Trang has the beach on the not the beach, the mall on the beach. But the other people that I think Nha Trang is perfect for is short time travelers, meaning 3 days to 7 days or something. Because I will 100% admit to you guys that I believe they're cheap, nice hotels are better quality, more amenities for the same or less in Nha Trang than Da Nang. But for me, someone that's going to live there long term, that part is irrelevant to me. Like I'm not going to live in a hotel, and where I would want to stay near the mall, it's going to cost me way more than what I get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom here for. And then the hassle is going to be, so me and Fluffy definitely for sure wouldn't do a flight out of Nha Trang. No, we couldn't do it. So we would have to, we know what we'd have to do. We'd have to take a train, a 12-hour train, at least a day before our visa run to get up to Da Nang, and then do the bus visa run from Da Nang to Laos, come back, stay another day or that night in Da Nang, and then the next day take a train 12 hours back to Nha Trang. Thank you. How are you? That's our style. The lot is not good for Western lack of amenities. Philip was so on Dalat. I was saying, Philip, why do you think if I leave Da Nang, why will Dalat be better? Like, he swears to me, if you go to Dalat, that's going to be your favorite city. And I tell him, like, hey, man, like, everything that Da Nang or even An Thuong is exactly what I want. And when I ask people, they're like, it's okay. It's in the mountains. There's not much Western amenities. And then, but if you have Philip tell it, he's like the ambassador to he's the ambassador to Dalat. There goes the cost of living savings. No, not really. Because if you want to think about it, $150 times 4. So it's what, $600 a year? $600 a year divided by 12 is what, $50, right? If my math is right, $50 a month. So you spend $50 a month on visas. That's it. So very easy. Vung Tau is abandoned. Coconut Man absolutely loves, and I think Dark Brother loves Vung Tau also. What's up, Matsky? Short time. For me, I don't have a girlfriend, so half the cost, visa rent, even better. Have you been to Russia? I have not been to Russia. I was going to go to Eastern Europe back in 2020. Had the plan booked, everything. I was actually going to Ukraine, was going to land in Poland, was going to do Bulgaria, Romania. I was probably going to go back to Hungary, a few other spots. And I was debating if I was going to go. I was like, you know what? I'll go. Since I'm close by, I don't know if I'll ever be around that area. Let me go to Russia. But my flight was scheduled for April 28th, 2020, and all of our flights got canceled. I remember it to the day, like it was yesterday, April 11th, 2020. More affordable apartments with everything you need. I can understand the affordable. Like I can go to Wien Yon if I want cheaper price at a beach city. I go to Wien Yon. It's cheaper, but guess what? There's no Western area. There's no the English level is not on the same here. There's different aspects that Da Nang has that Wien Yon doesn't have. But everyone tells me if you think Dalat is going to have the Western An Thuong area in Dalat, he said, no, you're sadly mistaken. And that's what I think. I think Philip, that's why I really think Philip would like Da Nang, because I've been to Nha Trang. Nha Trang, there's not one main focus area. There is that little area by the mall and everything, but it's just a small little portion where you see like the little beach parties and stuff like that. It's not a walking neighborhood with long-term people. It's a bunch of Russians and Koreans that are down there that are on a quick trip, and all the food prices are jacked up in that area because they know guys are only coming for 3, 5, 7, 8 days, and they're not caring about what they're spending. We should go to Dalat. I would like to go to Dalat. So my two logical ideas was Dalat would be perfect one of two times. Either during the hottest month of Da Nang, which is like July, which you get out of the heat and you go up there, which would be a great idea. The only downside with that, I really enjoy the firework festival, which takes place June all the way through like the end of July. But then I seen the other thing is Dalat, the airport, supposedly is getting shut down for 6 months. Vung Tau is boring. Getting expensive. The easiest answer I can give in a short sentence is the only thing that I notice that's going up is asking price from landlords for rentals. Food price, restaurant prices, I don't notice any difference, and if I do, it's barely noticeable. The only thing that I do notice is asking prices for rentals. And I say it that way, asking prices. I don't say rental prices, I say asking prices, because you guys can negotiate, but too many people are not negotiating, which is causing the rent prices to go up high, because when one person doesn't negotiate, then landlords say, oh, that's the new starting point. And then when that next guy doesn't negotiate, then that landlord goes, oh, that's the next negotiating point. That's why the prices are going up. That's why I say they're asking price. Always negotiate. Da Nang is amazing for expat community. Yeah, I definitely agree with that too. Da Nang is affordable compared to Western countries, 100%. Going to Russia and Ukraine once the war was over was advice I got from a young lady. Very interesting. I do wonder if a lot of the Russians will go back once, or even the Ukrainians. I wonder if both of them will have a mass exodus or a very slow return. It's going to be one or the other once kind of everything's official. Nha Trang is cheaper than Da Nang. Da Nang has a better expat communities. Dalat is half as cold as Sapa in the winter. I really want to speak Vietnamese. I don't know, man. It would take me 100 years. Some people, they learn it in 6 months. Some people learn it in 3 years, 2 years, or whatever. If you gave me 100 years, I don't even know if I'd finish it then. Vietnamese is easy, but it's like the other language. You have to spend a lot of time. Sapa is cold. Yes, Sapa gets cold. That is the city that it actually snows in. I wouldn't be surprised if there's other nearby cities that snow too, but that's the main area that people talk about. Like, oh, I'm in Vietnam, but it's snowing. That's the city that people always, you'll see videos on. Feels good tonight. The weather's good. Yeah, but that's the same all across the world. It's like going to the USA. So you go into the USA, right? Go to my area. I live from the Bay Area, so I walk into a Subway sandwich place, and it's what, $7 for a 6-inch sandwich or something probably now. Now I walk into a Frank's Amazing Deli in San Francisco. They give me a sandwich. It's $20. One guy's gonna say, "Oh, $20, that ain't nothing, man. That's freaking 1/3 of what I make in an hour." But guess what? For someone else, another local that's making less money, he's gonna be like, $20 for a sandwich? Hell no! I can get 3 sandwiches from Subway for the same price. So I think a lot of talking points about expats of like that always, it ends up being a weird point to me, because like think it this way, there's some people in the USA with billions of dollars, right? Billions and billions. Anything in the world is cheap from them. But no matter where you go, you can go live in Beverly Hills. Go live in Beverly Hills 90210, right? There's going to be guys that are worth $2 billion, and there's going to be guys that are worth $25 million. That guy that's worth $25 million can't compete on the same level as the guy that has $2 billion, but they're in the same community, and it's not, basically they're not affecting each other. They live different lifestyles. It looks as complicated as hell. I'm not sure what you mean what's complicated. It's pretty simple. If you want it, you put money, you give them money and you take it. The hard part is finding a good place for you, but that's the hardest part. Didn't say cheap, it's less expensive. Utah is less expensive than California. Don't let Will get over on you. Him and Fat and Broke were roommates at Batesville. I don't Philip can't be really from freaking Gary, Indiana, because he doesn't even know where Batesville, Indiana is. Oh, so I'll give you 2 answers on that. That's tough because, for one, my first answer, my real legit answer would be I couldn't choose one because I want to be a lifelong traveler. I want to travel for the rest of my life. Like, even if I was a billionaire in the USA, I wouldn't stay only in the USA. I would travel full time. That's my ultimate goal. So that's the real answer. But if money wasn't an object, what country would I live in? So I would only probably base it on countries that I've lived in before or stayed in. Sheesh. Shockingly, that is a good question. So if I had to boil it down to 3 right now, it would come down to 3 countries. It would come down to the USA, it would come down to Vietnam, and probably Thailand. I'm trying to work this answer out loud. But I had to stay in them for the rest of my life. So if I was left with those 3 answers, USA, Vietnam, and Thailand. So even with unlimited money or never running out of money, I think I would get tired of the USA. So I just feel like I would get tired of the USA because it's old to me. It's not new. So then if I did it that way, I'd rule out the USA. So I'd be stuck with Vietnam and Thailand. That's a tough one. I love the city of Da Nang. I like Quy Nhon. And I like a few other cities, but I love Da Nang. I'm not a big fan on the huge cities that everybody goes to, like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. And I love Bangkok. And I love Chiang Rai, and I know I could do smaller cities there, because if I like Chiang Rai, I'm sure I would like other cities like Chiang Mai and stuff too. So I would think with that criteria of having to have spent time in there, unlimited money, only one, I think it might be Thailand. Let me scroll back up. Antarctica, February. What did you get your girlfriend for Valentine's Day? She's not here. So the better question was, what didn't you get your girlfriend? Yeah, I think Thailand at this point in my life would have to be the answer. But it's definitely a changing answer because I feel like I can't say a country that I've never been to that I would live for the rest of my life, because it's just not fair, because I could think it's amazing and it could be terrible, or I could not think it's great right now, and when I go to it I think that. But I think, man, I really like that question because it really made me think. Because it would be, I think legitimately, it would be the USA, Vietnam, and Thailand. Because I look at it this way: I would have to base myself in a city that I absolutely love. I love San Francisco. I hate the politics. I hate the freaking price of stuff there, but I could still live a good quality life in San Francisco. I could probably live, I don't know, I'm sure other cities, Las Vegas, I don't know if I would live in Las Vegas, but I would base myself in a city that I love. And then the second part of that answer would be, I would have to be able to travel to many, many cities that I like and enjoy. And I guess I could do that in the USA, but I've never been to any of those cities that I would like and think would be good areas. Whereas in Da Nang or in Vietnam, obviously I would choose Da Nang, and then I would branch out, spread across, go check out more cities, or Thailand. So Thailand's going to have a little bit more English. I kind of like their food slightly better. And it's slightly more of a Western culture. So I think Thailand would probably eke it out. Let me see. Olienka. So now, I would love to be able to speak the language. So I don't. I think some people might think that I don't want to know it. I just know it would take me forever and a year on top of that to learn it. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm bad at. And I could not learn a language. But if I could be like, hey, if I could snap my fingers, or if someone said, hey, pay $10,000 and overnight you'll wake up and you'll know the language, I would do that. I would like to do that, but it would take me forever. There's certain things that I just know I can't do. Learning a language, I don't think I could ever do. If I had a shit ton of money, I wouldn't stay anywhere longer than 2 weeks. See, I kind of agree with the part of constantly traveling, but 2 weeks is too short, because for me, I like people. So you couldn't really meet people and I guess hang out and have a little community in short 2 weeks. Now maybe I would say, I'd break it up 6 cities in a year, or 3 cities in a year, or 4 cities, something like that. I could see something like that. What's up, Dark Brother? I don't know if you're original Dark Brother or Dark Brother Junior. You need to come to Maine. Maine, I don't think there's any place in the world that I would refuse to go to. I'd go to Maine. Like if someone was like, hey, we're going to do a YouTube video, we're going to fly you out to Maine tomorrow. All you got to do is bring one bag and you're going to discover Maine. I'd be like, yeah, I'll go. I'll go anywhere in the world. If someone said, hey, we're going to pay for your flight to Mogadishu, and then you'll stay there and we'll shoot a YouTube video and then we'll fly you back, I'd be like, yeah, send me out. But I would go anywhere, but I don't know anything about Maine. Didn't you do? No, so I guess everyone didn't go to trivia tonight. We were supposed to, but we didn't. I understand it's hard at first, discouraging, but if you keep track, it'll click with you. Oh, yeah. Languages have 100,000 words, but only 2% of those words wow, that's very interesting. See, I think from what my detective brain is, I think the blue Dark Brother is the original Dark Brother. I think this is the original Dark Brother. Languages. Let me say, I don't know why I keep picking you guys up. Oh, the Koreans. See? Remember how I told you guys 2 years ago, even a little over a year ago, Koreans were the big tourists. They used to have 2 of these tour buses stop like every, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, and they would just pile out and they would come over here, and then they go right up over to that Korean restaurant, the Korean karaoke place, and they do it. But over the past year and a half ish, Koreans just disappeared. They used to be everywhere here, everywhere. And now I do not see them much. So it is a little weird, but it was an instant thing. I wish I remembered the date, but I remember thinking this thought. I was out here one day and I was like, man, all the Koreans left. And I think it was around Christmas time. It wasn't this Christmas, so it must have been last Christmas. And then I went back thinking that I was like, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of those same Koreans around here or the buses. Next day, I think it was the next day. I woke up and I seen tons of like European looking people. And I was like, what the hell? We literally lost a group of tourists, which was the Koreans. And then almost overnight that I noticed that, the next day it was like all the Europeans came in. And I was like, damn. I was hoping that we were going to have a little gap there where the main tourists were gone and we were going to be able to probably find better apartments and everything like that. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, I post 1 video a month at the moment. I will work on improving it. That's my biggest downfall too. There are 6 basic tones. See, that's the part that I just couldn't do. I would be blown away and amazed if I could even learn Spanish. I don't even think I could learn Spanish, and people say that's easy. They're all here. Yeah, you know what happened? I swear it seemed like a trade. Even Marcus, when I was back in Nha Trang with him, he said a lot of the Russians were going to start heading up to Da Nang, and I think that's what happened. It was like an NBA or a football trade. Like the Koreans disappeared from here, and they went to Nha Trang, and then the Russians left Nha Trang and came to Da Nang. It was like a trade. It was like the trade that we just had, at the beginning of this month. Army guy got traded from Ho Chi Minh up here to Da Nang, and Evan got traded from Da Nang to Ho Chi Minh. So it was almost like the exact same thing. I would be all over Asia if time and money were not limiting factor. Yeah, I would too. But I think if I ever get to the point where like money's not a factor, I think I would I don't know if this is a real term, but I guess this is what I call it. I would region travel. Like a lot of the guys that I watch, like travel guys back, I don't know, when I used to watch YouTube videos years ago, travel videos, they would go to regions. They would go to like Eastern Europe. They would go to like Western Europe. Then they would go to like Central America. Then they go to USA. Like for me, that's how I would like to do it. Like if I don't have FU money, I will travel around Southeast Asia. If I had FU money, then I would region travel. That would be awesome. Like my region that I think that I would go to next is probably Central or South America. Find a Vietnamese girlfriend. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll tell Fluffy, hey Fluffy, we have a 2-bedroom, so I'm gonna pick up a Vietnamese girlfriend. She'll stay in the other room, and then I will learn Vietnamese, and then bam, we can start getting a little bit of a discount. Today, to me, from abroad, America looks random and unsafe. Yeah. Did not win, Fluff. I didn't even go. I speak a few languages, so I know being able to speak Vietnamese is a major consideration for me. TEFL and Adri, yep, you can work here. Yeah, that is true. I think it's time to find a less popular version of Da Nang. Yeah, it's called Wien Yan. I'm telling you guys, if Wien Yan can get an airport and just even a hint, I'm not even asking for an An Thong. I'm asking for maybe like An Thong number 1, number 2, and number 3. Just those 3 blocks. If they could just get something like that in Wien Yan and an airport, or at minimum a bus visa run, Wien Yan will be the next big city in Vietnam. I really, really believe that. I really believe Wien Yan will be the next city. In your opinion, do you think relying on YouTube monetization is sustainable? In my opinion, I don't break even. So for me, no. I would never, I would tell people, don't ever go into YouTube or quit your job first or whatever your source of income, thinking, okay, I'm going to quit and then go do this and I'm going to make money. Don't do that. I would even say, don't even go into you. In my opinion, knowing this before and after, you don't go into YouTube thinking you're going to make money. So don't go into YouTube thinking you're going to make money. Assume that you're not going to make anything ever. Month of traveling, Da Nang. I found Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi crazy for me. Would it work without an airport? I'm not sure what you mean. Would it work without an airport? I don't think so. I think the only two things that Nguyen Yan is missing is they don't even have to have both. If they could just either get a bus visa run, which would be the easiest, instead of the airport, because the airport's going to take millions and take a lot of time. So even if they just worked out a way to do a bus visa run, that city of Nguyen Yan could, I really, really can see a lot of potential in that city. I would even, no joke, I would consider moving there if they had the bus visa run, and if they just had a little bit, like if they were like saying, hey, we're going to put a Barrett urban zone or some little spot up like that we have that wasn't pricey or anything, but same price as An Thuong, I would seriously consider going to Nguyen Yan for sure. Let me get a tea. Let me get one of these teas. I know they're gonna price gouge me at this one. I should have went to Otis Mart, but these are 10 at Otis. They're probably 12 here. Let's see. $12 on the dot. Can I give you this one? Me too. Come on. Thank you. Let me catch up with you guys. Yes, there are many big channels with 100. So, if you just go look at the stats, like 99.9, it's probably like 98.2 realistically of all YouTube channels, all of them that are even monetized. It's a very small amount, and then even smaller that makes anything at all. First and only thing I would buy if I hit the lottery would be a private plane and become homeless. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. But I guess you're just spending... Why spend millions of dollars on the jet when you could just get amazing first-class flights and pay for them as you go? Because you would never spend even $1 million for the rest of your life on amazing first-class upgraded seats. That's what I got. I always love cantaloupe drinks. If there are trains in that city, it should work fine. There's no trains in Nguyen Yan. There's no way to do a visa run. The easiest way, like I said, would be if somehow they started a visa bus run. That would be the easiest and quickest way to get that city to be a legit city. If they wanted to make me the ambassador of Nguyen Yan, I could turn that city around. I'm telling you guys, I could. If they were like, we'll get you an apartment down here. We'll follow your recommendations. We will get you a visa bus run service out here. We're in the progress of making a nice, little condensed down version of An Thuong over here. We have a mall already. I would say, okay. If they were like, hey, we'll pay for your place, you just shoot content down here for 3 months or 6 months, I would take them up on that. If there are trains, I think it's more like a hobby than a job. Invite me for live. I can't, Fluff. You can only invite someone live when you start your stream. Yeah, 2,000 price gouging. I haven't... Otis, the reason why I like Otis, one, it is cheaper, but two, the family's nicer. They're just... everything's better. That's where we get our water from. So I'd rather put the money to them, especially when they price gouge me by 2,000. All stream too, Fluffy. I would have had to have invited you before the live stream starts. You can't invite someone when the live stream's already started. Where do I go on the internet to get the visa again? This is Mark. I did a coaching call about relocating to Vietnam. Hey, what's up, Mark? Currently in Thailand. Yeah. I don't think it was Bangkok, though, that you were in. Let's go reset. No, because every time we reset, freaking, no one ever comes. Well, not no one ever comes back, but all the people that were watching, they don't come back, and then other people come. Way too expensive here and everything sucks. Yeah, Philip tries to push people away, but just to visit. But it's way too expensive here. Philip, you're just stringy. No, he's stringy. Yeah, Philip would actually have if Philip didn't blow money on women and cigarettes, Philip's budget would probably be damn near what Dale's budget is. But instead, his cigarettes, coffee, and women money put him from being at Dale's budget to being about 30% over mine and Fluffy's budget. So he could be like battling it out on first place with Daleski. But instead, he's like $200 or $300 a month more than me and Fluffy. Did you try Chef House? What is Chef House? I'm interested about Chef House. It's all mine. Philip, you need to do an AI and just do this. Mine, all mine. And then just end it there. If you're not breaking even consistently, you won't eventually have to get a teaching job. Yeah, but luckily, so I recoup back, I would say on average, I recoup back 60 to 70% of what I put out here. Some months, I think there was a span of like 2 or 3 months that we actually turned a little bit in green, as they say in the business, where I made more than what I put out. But remember, I came out here with about 1 year of cost of living. Luckily, shortly after I got here, I became monetized, and then I started earning money. So yes, I am spending $750 a month, close to $800, and then so I'll put out $800, but if I might get back $400 or $500. So in reality, I'm only putting about $200 or $300 a month out of pocket. But yes, it won't last forever if it doesn't start going up. But that's why I'm pretty strict on my budget, because I never know when that day is gonna come. So for me, I'd rather budget tighter now and assume it's not gonna happen so that I can last longer, rather than saying, oh, it's gonna come around in a month or 6 months, and then you start spending more money, and then at the end of that 6 months you're like, whoa, man, I spent too much money, and then you can't go back and fix it. Chorizo. I love Mexican food, but I've never been a fan of chorizo. Philip never leaves his hotel room. He treats Grab Holdings like, yeah, no, I gotta disagree. He does go out and hang out on the porch or on like the balcony. He does do that though. He does do that. So I think I've only had chorizo like once or twice. So maybe I just had bad ones, but for me it wasn't about the spiciness or nothing like that. It just I didn't like the texture or the taste of them. It was either the texture or the taste. I didn't really hate it, but I was just kind of like, this is a I think one of them had a weird texture and then the other one just had a kind of a weird flavor. See, look at that. So if Philip knocked his smoking budget off, his budget in Nha Trang would be practically what mine and Fluffy's budget is here. But he's got a hotel. We got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So Philip, you could tell that you could probably say two things. Philip spends a lot of money on two things. One of two things at least. Food or entertainment, or a combination of both. Because think about it, if two people are living for the same price, they have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and the other person that spends the same has a hotel, where is the difference in price? It could only be in entertainment, which is entertainment slash vices, or food. I always hear you talk about Philip. What's his YouTube channel? Let me show you guys. You missed it. We showed his AI shorts earlier. He does a lot of AI shorts, but supposedly his channel is on suspension. Never heard of that, but I think that's what he popped in and said. Let's show you Philip's channel. We just looked at it when we were eating earlier. So this is Philip's channel. This table's wobbly. Philip doesn't even have a freaking main pic. Philip, man, I'm sending people over to your page and you don't even have like a profile picture. You gotta have a picture of you, not of some damn mountains. Especially when I'm trying to freaking push people to your channel. This is AI Philip. We'll show you AI Philip, and then we'll show you real Philip. Let me. So he's an old man, but he loves his AI videos.
Almost there.
Look at Philip climbing up the tree. Get a coconut.
Success. Almost there.
There's real Philip. He thinks he's the next Michael Jackson. $40K? I used to smoke Top Notch. Do you smoke those Camel black tea ones? What is the Guru male prostitute verse? What? What does that even mean? I guess we'll hang out here for... Damn, this damn table, man. It's so freaking wobbly. Anytime I touch it, it wobbles. I just can't post. I don't understand. I still don't understand how he got suspended. He's the first person I ever heard of that. You know who definitely gets more copyrights than me, and I'm almost positive gets more than Philip, is Army Guy. Because Army Guy is always in bars that just plays tons and tons of music. And he does the same thing. The next day he wakes up, trims out or mutes the music. We've never had an issue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's 11:30. It's 11:30. One year of cost of living is what in Vietnam? I would say, if you want to say my lifestyle, I can only base it on that. I'll give you the two answers. My lifestyle is right a tad under $10,000 a year. But when I came over here, I don't want to make it sound like big rich budget, but I overestimated a little bit. I said 10,000 probably. I think I could probably do it at that, but I think I came over here with about 13,000. So for me and my lifestyle, if you literally followed my footsteps and did everything like me, it'd be 750-ish, 780 depending. Sometimes we spend a little extra more on an extra restaurant or something here or there. But if you followed exactly my same lifestyle, under $800. So for me, I knew that was going to be kind of my price point. I don't know why you got, it was some kind of copyright. I didn't get any message. Music appreciation class. Oh, the AI channels are getting kicked. What are you doing, QR payment? Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I can't really let the cat out of the bag, but so I already have a video done, shot. Not about that. Oh yes, that's me. Hey, thank you. We're doing a live stream right now. Here we go. Look.
Yeah. Big love from India.
Ah, appreciate it. Thank you very much, man.
I love watching the videos.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hold on. What is your name? Pard?
Yeah.
Very nice. What's your name?
My name's Patel.
Patel. Oh, very nice. You guys watch my channel.
Every day.
In India?
Yeah, every day.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's my first time that I think I had one other on the live stream that said they watch from India, but never had anyone actually in person, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate it very much. How long are you guys here for?
We're here for 30 days.
Oh, 30 days. Okay, very nice. How long have you been here?
6 months.
Oh, you come every 6 months.
Yeah.
And how do you like it?
I love being in Vietnam. And
You
I
love
love
this?
watching your videos, and there are other YouTubers also.
Okay.
Like, there's one called Social Sammy.
Social Sammy, we run into him sometimes, yes.
Yeah, and then there's one more, Viet, Danang with Viet. He's a local guy.
I don't know that. Maybe if I seen him, I would know him.
He makes video on his bicycle. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a dash cam on the maybe head or on chest.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I appreciate it, man.
He makes 2 videos daily.
Oh, a lot more than me. Well, I try to do a live stream every day.
Ah, okay.
But man, I really appreciate you guys watching the channel, man.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up to you guys.
Still staying in this
Yeah,
apartment?
I'm all the way up at the top.
So I'm a long one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, long time. I've been here for 2 years now.
Oh.
A little over 2 years. I appreciate it.
You know, you bring a different perspective of Da Nang to the world from your lens.
I appreciate it, man. I look at it as, hey, I'm just filming my daily life, and I appreciate that other people watch it, man. It really makes me happy. I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for watching.
See you soon.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
Thank you guys. That's crazy, man. I appreciate it. And I think they just noticed me when they were going into the store, but big thumbs up. They said they came here, or at least they've been coming here and watching my videos. When are you doing QR? Oh, let me back to that question. So, I shot a video that I'm just editing, and I've been behind it because I've been slacking off. But my very next video, I think I'm going to discuss a better alternative to Timo and a better version of doing that. Have a good night. A better version of a way that you can skip the bank and still get QR code. And I think you guys will enjoy that better. You don't have any debts? No, I don't. I've never had debt in the USA. I've been very lucky about that. Never bought a car that I had payments on. I always bought cars outright. I even graduated college with no debt. And I've never bought anything brand new, so I never had any debts. Not having to, I pay for T-Mobile to be able to keep in touch with my banking. You could use Tello, or you could use Google Voice too, Philip. Banana Powder guy from India. Yeah, both of those guys are very nice. Oh, Earl Ski, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Don't shake their hands. The flu. No, come on, man. if anybody's willing to take time out of their day to come up and tell me that they take time, they actually said they were long time viewers. I appreciate it, man. Very nice. I still am blown away every time that I get people that are like, "Hey, man, I watch your channel." I'm like, "Wow!" Like technically, I don't think I've ever seen any of my live streams or any of my older videos. I never watch them. I shoot them and I know what they are, but I never watch my videos, so I don't really know what the perspective of my watching of my videos is besides when I shoot it and when I edit it. Millionaire Will. Yeah, I am a Vietnamese millionaire. Can we use credit card? You can, but not everywhere accepts it. But cash is king, man. I've lived out here for over 2 years and pay everything with cash. So cash is what I use. I have not really found QR code to be beneficial to me. Someone that has Charles Schwab, it's irrelevant for me. But some people really like it. That's why I'm going to make this video hopefully this week about a new option for you guys to do QR code. And I think you guys will like this. If you guys like the Timo video or you're interested in an easy, simple way to do the QR code, you will like this one that I show you guys. Did I see your room? Hold on, Fluff. Make sure your card doesn't charge for insurance. That's why I tell you guys, before you leave the USA, get the Charles Schwab checking account. So when you get that, all your ATM fees are refunded back at the end of the month. So get Charles Schwab before you leave the USA. Hold on. Fluffy wants me to show you her room, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's a picture. That's a picture? That's a picture? I guess that's a picture. That's an AC and a TV. Oh, a video.
I have like a patio. It's dark. I turned off the lights. And then that one. And then you go here. I have that living room. So if our Danang apartment is this way, it can work.
Yeah. Less feet.
There we go. I think there's other ones.
I have like a patio.
Let me catch back up. Are there any sketchy ATMs? The only one that I know about is the one closest to Bikini Bottoms. So that's the way I guess it's best to be described. So if you're walking from Bikini Bottoms, it will be the closest one to you. There is one across the street from that's fine, but the exact nearest one to Bikini Bottoms sometimes takes people's cards, and people have problems with it. In every 6 months or so, you'll see a Facebook post and someone's like, "This damn machine took my card," or someone will break the glass or something, and you go like, "Oh, I bet you it's that one." I'm not sure. How about the inside of the bank? That's the thing that this area is missing. There's no real banks to walk in. I've always wondered, there's never been a bank on the beach side. Now, we recently just got one, I think, because I spotted it, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and I have not been able to actually go in and see, like if it's a real full bank. But what I want to do, they have an ATM outside. I love going into banks and telling them, "Hey, I just pulled money out of the ATM machine, but they gave me all 500,000. Can you break my change?" Because small bills here are definitely a lot easier to get rid of. So for me, I love when I pull out the big amount, I love to go get small bills. And there was no beachside banks. Wow, staying by yourself. I only use ATM inside the bank. With Timo, during 6 months, I was paying with my phone. No card needed. Easy. So I think we will do a 2-minute warning on this. We've been wow, actually did a long one, hour and 30 minutes. After my hotel bill, I will get back about $4 to $5. 45 or 4 to 5. So let's stick around for about another 2 minutes. The weather's still pretty nice here though. And then I'll go upstairs, I'll get some rest in. I think when I wake up, I'll probably try to do some editing. 2-minute warning, like the Super Bowl. From everybody that I've heard that there's no real difference from the fidelity. I just like Charles Schwab because I used them from the start. I've had dealings with them. They answer the phones like within like 2 minutes, I think is the longest I ever waited. Everyone's from the USA, and they've always taken care of me. I'm a loyal kind of guy. If places do me right, and I've been going to them for a long time, and they've always taken care of stuff, then I continue to use them until they don't. That's why I use Lynn Visa. That's why I use Charles Schwab, because they've always been good to me. So I stick with that. But yeah, I seen that message. The filling station. Even take your loyal. I don't even know if that's English. It seems like this is the good weather time. Yeah, so this is basically the time. The best way to describe it is this is when the rainy winter season is dying out and it's just turning into the nice weather. This would be called like spring. I don't know if they technically call it spring here, but the best way to understand it from a California person, this is going into spring. Oh, Fail, you caught me, but you caught me at the last minute, literally. Like, we've done an hour and 33 minutes. And I'm going to hang out here till I finish this drink. And then take the elevator up. No, Fluffy, someone wanted me to get a Vietnamese girlfriend since we have 2 bedrooms. So that I can learn Vietnamese. Ooh, isn't tomorrow? Ooh, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Maybe I go on Valentine's date. Duke of Danong. If I could pick a title for me, if someone was like, hey, what would you like to be? I would like to be the ambassador. I'm the ambassador. 50 seconds. Let me see. I have that much of my tea left. We'll get off here before 12 o'clock. I wanted to be in Danong, but my money isn't right. That's the biggest thing, man. I tell people, I didn't do what my own advice is. I tell people, don't come out here until you know that you have some kind of consistent income. That's the only thing that scares me about traveling. I don't care about the visas. I don't care about, I've never been there. I don't care about, man, you might get sick, or I don't care about none of that. The only thing about traveling that I'm ever concerned about is making money. That's it. If I woke up tomorrow and they were like, hey, your bank account is $1 million, I would be probably the most, what would be the best word to use? Most calm, laid back person ever, I would say, probably. I'd be like, now I don't have to do, because if you have money out here, man, life is easy. If you are not concerned about freaking money out here, then Jesus, like you could just live. You literally live. You go, hey, I want to go to the beach today. I'm going to the beach. You go, tomorrow. I don't want to do anything. I'm not doing anything. Next month, what do I want to do? I want to go on a boat dinner cruise. Like if money is not a problem, man, you'd live amazing out here. You'd live literally the way that life that everyone wants to live. You can only be third wheel to Vince and Kayla tomorrow. Huh. I prefer hotter climates. Da Nang seems too hot. Oh man, but Da Nang theoretically is not too hot though. Like if you guys go down to Ho Chi Minh, geez Louise, that's hot. Da Nang is even at my limit, I would say. Don't even think about going to Hue. Hue is pretty damn hot too. Hue is probably the most humid hot city, second hottest city that I've ever been to. But cold cities, I think that I know of, and I'm sure the surrounding cities are probably the same. But the two that people are going to travel to or are going to know of or be interested in is going to be Dalat or Sapa. Those are going to be the two colder ones. Hell yeah. You coming back tomorrow? He has an entire Valentine's surprise waiting. 80s in the day, 70s at night. That's usually what it's been in Da Nang right now. Let's see what it is technically. I bet it's, if I had to guess, freaking 70. Let's do like 75, 74. I'm gonna say like 74. Let's see what it is. Maybe 74 degrees. 72. So it's 72 at 12 o'clock at night. Oh, hotter climates. Hotter than Da Nang, then you're looking at, in my opinion, Hue or Ho Chi Minh or maybe a border city that has that same climate around there. No, 50-minute warning. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are making me chug my tea now. This tea's not bad. I just don't know the cantaloupe mint combination. Oh man, I agree. Zevi or Zeviz. I don't know why I did it. Well, I do know why I did it, but I tell basically the one biggest point, if anyone asks me like what's the main thing, I tell them the money thing. So I did exactly what my advice to people is not. And like I said, when I look back on this, it's either gonna be an amazing risk that pays off and everything works out in like a fairy tale world, or 3, 4, 5 years down the road, I run out of money and then I'm like, oh man, I got to go back to the USA. Then it's going to be, I guess, not a negative, but a failure in my mind, I guess. But for sure, no matter what, I would have rather have got this experience in life. Even if I run out of money in 2 or 3 years, I definitely for sure would have done this no matter what. That's what the AC is for. That is way hotter than Chicago. Bangkok hot in April. Too cold for me at this time in Da Nang. Too cold. Jeez, how hot do you want it to be at nighttime? You guys blow me away. Last sip. There's some serious backpackers right there. And they got the whole gig. Too cold for you, man. That's crazy. Let me make sure I'm not on the Wi-Fi. No, I'm not on the Wi-Fi. Too cold at 74 or 72 degrees at 12 o'clock at night? Man, people in the USA would kill for that. San Francisco gets like 72 like on a warm day, not at 12 o'clock at night. The US is super expensive now. Been back here for 90 days, looking forward to leaving again. Jeez, that is the thing. Travel is either a hit or miss. People either absolutely love traveling and it changes their life, life and they always want to do it, or people go like, I did a trip and it's okay. But for me, it's changed my life. Like, I cannot imagine, geez Louise, I could not imagine not traveling anymore. You can just get a teaching job. Yeah, if I had to make money, I would probably resort to teaching. Teaching, or even if it's not teaching, I would resort to doing something like my in-person service or the rental service, like the apartment. I would do something like that. The worst time to go back is when you don't have money. That's the thing. I believe the USA is terrible for people that don't have money, but the USA is amazing, amazing, maybe even the best country in the world if you have lots of money. So I guess we'll end it there, guys. We did go over that 2-minute warning, but I appreciate it. We will do a live stream tomorrow, I think. So I appreciate it. You guys don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.